One of the themes that we'll likely return to often in these authentic videos is context. That is, the importance of assessing objects, events, and ideas within their context. And context is simply the setting in which the event takes place, or a statement is made, or an idea is offered, and through which the event or statement or idea can be fully understood. For example, Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn was first published in December of 1884. Given the era in which it was published, some people view Twain's use of the N-word within the text as both reprehensible and of its time. But what might get lost in our disgust with this word is that Twain used it purposefully as someone who was pointedly not a racist. He was a friend of Booker T. Washington's, co-chaired the 1906 Silver Jubilee fundraiser for the Tuskegee Institute, and helped to personally fund one of Yale's first African-American law students. It is exactly the unacceptable nature of the word he wanted to highlight in using it in Huckleberry Finn. Twain has, for example, Huck's father, drunken white trash by even today's standards, declare when he hears that a free N-word was going to be allowed to vote, "Well, that let me out. I says I'll never vote again." Would that today's racist trash get behind Huck's father and decide to never vote again, we might be spared further damage by the crazy MAGA majority in the House. Why use this heavily loaded word? As Twain pointed out, the difference between the almost right word and the right word is really a large matter. It's the difference between the lightning bug and the lightning. In Huckleberry Finn, Twain aimed for lightning. While this might make the book more suitable reading material for high school or college students rather than elementary kids, people of an age and maturity to understand what Twain was aiming for, what you cannot, or at the very least should not do, is sanitize the work to make it more palatable for modern readers, because to do so is to throw off Twain's aim, to move the target he had so clearly in his sight. Likewise, in the same vein, I am besquiggled by folks who would bish Roald Dahl. Removing the words fat and ugly from Dahl's works is not, of course, the same thing as removing a word as egregious as the N-word from Huckleberry Finn, but the intent is the same, to make the works more comfortable for modern readers. And what astonishes me most is that this sort of modernization is in great part championed by my people, liberals, who seek to remove words that could trigger contemporary sensibilities. Censorship, then, comes in its own way from both sides of the political spectrum, from snowflakes tenderly melting on either side of the aisle, from those little mice who want to spare the reader the discomforting jolt that people can indeed be ugly, to those rats who want to spare the reader any discomfort in realizing the ugly history of the United States with its egregiously racist past and its still egregious racist present. Queen Camilla very sensibly came out against the new editions in which Roald Dahl's words are sanitized. She said, "Please remain true to your calling, unimpeded by those who may wish to curb the freedom of your expression or impose limits on your imagination. Let there be no squeaking like mice about your achievements, but only roaring like a pride of lions." Readers, too, the authentic begs you, read with an understanding of context, a writer's times, as well as her or his intent. Sharpen your intellect so it becomes as strong and confident as Queen Camilla's.